Hello all. So I want to do what I think will be a quick video. I realize I say it'll be a quick video most of the time and it's like 10 minutes long, but I wanted to bring a quick video to show the, what is it called in this book? The Spiritual Wealth Bowl. I don't know if I'm going to be calling it that, but if you follow me on Instagram and Snap, you probably have seen that I've been reading this book, the Crystal Muse by Heather, last name I can't pronounce, and her best friend Timmy Jandro. I don't know. They're the co-founders of Energy Muse. They're two ladies who started selling crystals out of their trunk back in when like 10-15 years ago, and then they started making jewelry out of it. Eventually I think it was David Beckham was photoed with one of their energy bracelets on, and then things just went from there. So anyways, they have this book. It tells you all about different crystals. The photography in here is really, really nice. I'm a visual person, so I love the pictures. So it tells you about the stones, the things you can use the stones for. It tells you about their journey, bouts with self-love, their meditation life, getting healthy, problems with their family, problems with their business, all kinds of stuff. And within the book, and in between all of that, learning about the crystals and their life and their business and their struggles, they have little rituals. So the one that I am doing, and I'll have some photos that goes into like how I set all this up. I didn't film myself doing it just because it's kind of like your thing, but there will be some photos that shows you what I put in my bowl, and there's photos of the bowl before it was constructed and after. But anyways, it says that this is a 40-day thing. You'll set the bowl out for 40 days, basically like to set new intentions, that type thing. So the Spiritual Wealth Bowl gives you an outlet to bring your thoughts and ideas into physical form. This small vessel, which represents your intentions, treasures, and goals, offers unlimited possibilities. And then it tells you what you need. So you'll need a bowl, or some kind of vessel. You'll need 8 crystals. It gives you the crystals to put in there. I have some of these crystals, some of them I do not, but I put the crystals that resonated with me. So I think I wrote down the crystals that I actually put in my bowl. Got sage ash on my phone. Okay, so I put jet, Kambaba Jasper, Fluorite, Royal Silver, Shungite, and that's one crystal, Royal Silver Shungite. Desert Sunstone. I did not use the Desert Sunstone. Take that out. Citrine, Rose Quartz, Green Calcite. I put a small Buddha in there, and then 2 Prosperity Chinese coins, so one very small one and one large one. A picture of my husband and myself, the affirmations and desires, goals and intentions, I wrote those down. On the back of my picture, I used a Post-it note to write names of other people that I was calling these intentions to, either calling the intentions to or through myself being abundant and prosperous, I would be able to help these people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't know which, because there were 8. I'll have to, it may be in the description, it may not, but I had 8 stones. Oh, I'll look at the footage, that's what I'll do, and I'll put the 8 in the description. And I might also maybe put the property of each stone, meaning what healing properties it has. I may not, I'm not promising, but I will list what I put in the bowl in the description. So it says you need your bowl, you need your 8 crystals, you need your 7 wishes, goals, or intentions. So I cut up green colored paper, mint green and like a teal green, because money is the color green, into 7 pieces, and use a blue ink pen because blue represents truth, I believe it is, and you write everything in the present tense. You also want to add any money, coins, or bills in there. I just put 2 $1 bills because that's what I had in my purse. I also put one of those checks you can print off the internet, like from the universe, and put the amount on there written to yourself in the present tense. Happy photos of yourself, hard copy images from magazines or the internet, or spirituality, contentment, mindfulness, or inner peace. So I just used one of my vision boards. I have the same vision board put up 3 times in our apartment. So one is over my workspace, one was in the kitchen, that's the one that I cut up, and one is beside my nightstand. So when I meditate before I go to bed, I can look at that. So since I already have these images, I wasn't going to go through finding them again. I just used the vision board in the kitchen and cut it up so the pictures are in the bowl. Any treasures that have meaning to you, so shells or feathers, a gift from a loved one. I put 2 stones that I've had, I think I bought them before we bought our house in Nashville, and they used to sit around our bathtub. One says prosperity and one says health or love or something like that. And then I put a shell because we all know I'm a mermaid and I love the beach. Any images of family. I did not do the images of family. One, because half of our pictures are in storage because I didn't put out very many pictures here, so I didn't want to have to go searching around for them. So that's why I just wrote their name on the back of our picture that I put in the bowl. And then anything else that represents spiritual wealth to you. It notes that something that is gold in color, or like a painted rock, a gold crystal, a Buddha, something of that nature should also go in there. You'll need a sage stick to sage your area, smudge your space and yourself before you start. It notes a feather so that you can, you know, fan the smoke. I don't use a feather because I'm like, where did this feather come from? Did it like fall off of a bird, or did you kill the bird to get it? I don't know. I do have an abalone shell, and the only reason I have that is because it was given to me by a client. Otherwise I would use a bowl to catch my ashes from my sage. So I do have an abalone shell, but not because I went out and bought it. So once you sage your environment, you will sage the environment, the space, yourself, and then it goes into here what you do to create the bowl. So you hold the crystals in your hand. You will say out loud or in your head this intention, and I'll write this intention in the description box. I won't read it aloud here, but I will put it in the description box. And then once you finish putting everything in your bowl, all your intentions, your pictures, your stones, your crystals, any gems, gifts, treasures, you'll find somewhere to put your bowl that you will see often for the 40 days. So I sit on this side of the couch, and right across from there is where I set my bowl. So beside the TV on the right hand side is where I put my bowl. And when you assemble it, you will put the crystals at the bottom of the bowl and then layer everything on top, with the gold piece being on top. So I believe I put one of the gold coins and one of the stones that is gold, amber, yellowish in color on top. And it says to leave your spiritual wealth bowl in place for 40 days or until you feel a shift. Feel free to add to the bowl or refresh its energy by placing it in the sun throughout the process. So yeah, that is it. I just wanted to share that. I thought it was pretty cool. And things like this, often just because you do the process helps you mentally start thinking of other ways to bring things to yourself, whether it is a new opportunity or a new person in your life. But just because you're going through the process and taking the steps, things start to open up for you. Just like if, say, you wanted to lose weight, if you notice, if you start like one thing, maybe you want to run a marathon, but you're like, I can't do that right now, so I start walking, it'll grow into other things. So I find things like this kind of work the same way. So yes, that is what I have done. Just wanted to share that with you. This is the other photo of where they put their bowl. So yeah, that is it. If you would like to check out this book, I do recommend it. I am to chapter 10. There is a self-love section in here as well that I'm also working on. There's a section in here as well for newly married people or new couples, also new mothers, things for people who have insomnia, nightmares, hard time sleeping, things to get you out of a rut or when you're feeling stuck. What else? Meditation, of course. But yeah, it is, I've been enjoying it so far. Things for anxiety. I think those are the key things. Breakdown to break through. Love, money, mind and meditation. Spirituality, creativity, low energy, sleeping, realigning with like the atmosphere, marriage, love, babies, that type thing. And then the second book I got with this, which is by a different author since we're talking about it, is this book called Crystals. This is not a book I have just sat and read, but this book just has all the crystals, not all of them, it has a lot of crystals in it, and then it has a full page on the crystal itself or the stone and its properties. So sometimes if I don't feel like getting on the internet to look up something, or if I just want to look at a stone to see what it looks like in depth, I'll pull this book out. I also have dog-eared some things that I want, like this crystal here. I have this crystal, but it is polished, so it looks totally different, but I want this form, which would be the raw form, because it's so gorgeous, and again, that's my favorite color. So anyways, yeah, this book is by Eula. So Julia with a Y, Julia Van Doren, Goldie Rocks. I guess maybe that's like her tag online or something, Goldie Rocks. But anyways, yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about crystals, meditation, that type thing, put them below. I'm not an expert on crystals. I just started kind of getting into them. Well, I'll say I've been into them, but I just started actually purchasing them, if that makes sense. So yeah, yeah, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share. See you next time. And I was looking at my reflection. I just noticed that I wasn't looking here. I was looking back there. Sorry. Peace out.